Parshas Yitro. Why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu give the Torah after 3 months or 2.5 months? Why didn't HaKadosh Baruch Hu give the Torah in the times of Avraham Avinu? Avraham Avinu, Avram and Goyim, Tzaddik Yisrael Olam, Yitzchak veYaakov. Why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu wait to give the Torah only Bizman Yetzias Mitzrayim? So the Medrash says in Koheles on the Pasuk, L'chol Zman ve'eit, L'chol Chefetz, Tachat HaShamayim, Eit leledet, ve'eit lamut. Each thing has got its own time. There's a time which a person is born, a time which a person goes away, there's a time which a person plants a tree, and the time which a person is oiked the tree. There's a time to cry, there's a time to laugh. The Medrash says, Zman hoya la'odam arishoin, that he will go into Gan Eden, and Zman hoya with Noach, he'll go out, he'll go in the Teva, go out of the Teva, like Adam Rishon, go in the Gan Eden, go out of Gan Eden. Zman hoyo shetinosin ha-Torah li-Yisrael. There was a time which HaKadosh Baruch Hu had to give the Torah to Bnei Yisrael. When was that? So the Medrash brings down on the time. Imagine a king comes and says, "Hello, I'm your king." So there's enough gemina. That's what sits in the Sfar Doishim between a melech and a moishel. A melech, the arm is mamlich the melech. You have a king, you have a person, and all the whole generation says, "We are mamlich, Yechi melech. We are mamlich the melech." That's the melech. Moishel is someone who comes along like a dictator, and he says, "Here, I'm in charge of you. If you are bekabel me to be the Moshe, good. If not, the Moshe kills them." That's the nafkamina between the Melech and the Moshe. The Ramchal brings down, when are we Mamlich the Melech? Who is Mamlich the Melech? Am Yisrael is Mamlich the Melech. When are we Mamlich the Melech? That's whole Indian of Ases V'Tshuva, Rosh Hashanah, Yom HaKippurim. Shvir Mamlich the Melech, Melech HaMelech HaKodesh, HaMelech HaMishpot, Chen Tzadikim, v'chulu v'chulu. That's the whole time we shvir Mamlich the Melech. So the Medrash speaks down. If you want to be Makabel of the Torah the Asidai, when is the time which HaKadosh Baruch Hu looks after us and takes the exact time, an exact second, which HaKadosh Baruch Hu, like we always say, when a person gets married, you see it written on the invitation, B'shor Toivo Mitzlachas. What does it mean, B'shor Toivo Mitzlachas? That the person should get married, B'ezrat Hashem, on the exact date, on Tuesday afternoon, or Tuesday evening, 6:30 in the evening, 6:30 p.m. Everything is written down, B'shor Toivo Mitzlachas. Where does this B'shor Toivo Mitzlachas come from? So the Medrash brings down on the Chavakuk. Yalkut Shimoni Chavakuk brings down on the Posuk, Omad vayemoidet eretz ro'o vayate goyim. The Medrash brings down Omer Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, Modat HaKadosh Baruch Hu et kol ha'omot. HaKadosh Baruch Hu measured all the nations. V'lo imotzo umo shoito hu'uya lekabel esat Torah. He didn't find any nation which was ru'ui to be makabel the Torah, only Yisrael. Umodad HaKadosh Baruch Hu et kol hadoros. Lo imotze do shayrui lekabel et Torah el do amidbo. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw, listen what it's written over here. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw, Shevayichan Shom Yisrael, Ki ish echod ubelev echod. HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw Am Yisrael united, Am Yisrael together, Am Yisrael one family, one nation. Like Reb Chaskel Levenstein brings down a Parshas B'Shalach, a Parshas Boy Lemaises, Boy down, where it's written in the Pasuk, Vikach ish mi Esrei eyu kli chesed v'chizov v'smolois. Each one took from the Mitzri the gold and the silver and the clothes and everything. Reb Chaskel Levenstein brings down that no one Yid was mulching to the Goy, told the Goy, nah, we're not going to bring it back to you. No one was malshin to the goy. Everyone was ish echod ubelev echod. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw that Am Yisrael comes to a matzav, Matan Torah, Parshas Yisro, we are all united. The Torah is our Torah, it's not my Torah. Yid doesn't say it's my Torah, not your Torah. We are all one generation. We are all one nation. Like the Ochet Tzadikim says, if someone, for example, takes a hammer and hits a nail in the wall, and for some reason it happens sometimes, instead of hitting the nail on the head, he hits his finger with a hammer. What will he do? He'll take the hammer, hit the other hand. It's one body. The Ochet Tzadikim brings down, if we know that the right hand and the left hand is one body, also each and every Yid is one nation, part of Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just like a person cannot take a hammer and hit the other hand because he missed the top of the nail, also over here in this same matzav, Yisrael v'Oraisa v'Kodesh Bichu Chadu, whole of Am Yisrael is together united. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, L'chol zman ve'es, l'chol chefes, Posuk in Koheles. There was a time where HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give the Torah to Am Yisrael. He didn't give the Torah to Avraham Avinu. They kept the Torah. He gave the Torah Sinai to Yitzchak and Yaakov. They kept the Torah. But when Moshe Rabbeinu came to Sinai and Am Yisrael said, Nasa v'nishma, yes, of course, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of course we'll be become the Torah. You took us out from Mitzrayim. The Melech said, that's what the Medrash brings down. The Melech said, I built for you a town. I made for you rivers. I made for you bridges. I made for you roads. I made for you houses. I did everything for you. I want you to become my Torah. Of course I'll become your Torah. What would we do if you wouldn't have built the town over here? That's what the Torah says. The Torah says that the time came when Am Yisrael left Mitzrayim. Am Yisrael got saved from Mitzrayim. No one was able to escape from Mitzrayim. It's written in the Zohar Kadosh, there's 400 doors to the palace of Paroi. And besides that, in Mitzrayim, there's all the gates. There was no shomer by each gate of Mitzrayim. They had by each gate of Mitzrayim, like cats and dogs and wolves and bears and tigers, all different kishuf. And if someone, let's say, wanted to leave one door where the cats were, suddenly all the cats in Mitzrayim started making meow. And if someone wanted to leave Mitzrayim where the dogs were, so all different kishuf, so the dog of kishuf started making noises, and all the dogs in Mitzrayim started making noises, all different kishuf. No one ever ran away from Mitzrayim. And here Am Yisrael left, 600,000, besides the Noshim and the Taf and the women and the children and the animals, all left Mitzrayim. Millions of people left Mitzrayim. Who saved us? Zekelim Vaveyu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu took us out of Mitzrayim. All the Nisim and the Floyd. So what does HaKadosh Baruch Hu want from us? HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, I want you to keep my Torah. You keep my Torah. That's the antibiotics. You keep my Torah. That's your chamtzan. Chamtzan, that's your energy. That's your oxygen. You keep my Torah, you live, you live. You manage to live. You can go through all the choice of the generations. All the generations, the Goyim, Chodfim Otanu, the Goyim run after us. The times of Inquisition, the times of the Nazis, the times of the Romans, the times from all the generations which the Goyim are running after us. Who saves us? Who looks after us? Who looked after us? I'd like to just tell you a story. We should always say it over in the name of a Rav Shach. Rav Shach brings down that in the time of the Nazis, Yidden ran away. Yidden, they didn't run away, they were taken to the gas chambers. Once, a whole group of Yidden came to the gas chambers, and one Yid told the other Yid, hey, today is Simchas Torah. We don't have a Sefer Torah to dance with. But it's Simchas Torah today. Let's dance with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ulepeta shachachu legamri. They're standing in the last minutes of the life. And one person told the other person, today Simchas Torah. We aren't going to say return to dance with, but let's dance with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And all of them danced b'shiro v'rikudim shel Simchas HaTorah lichvoid shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rav Shach ben Zani says, do you think these people died in Kiddush Hashem? What are you talking about? They didn't die in Kiddush Hashem. They lived in Kiddush Hashem. On that second, that's the most critical time of the life. They are zoicha to be joined to Melech Marchei Amlochem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like we said a few weeks ago, the Ramchal brings down, it's written, Lishuoscha kivinu kol hayoim, or Lishuoscha kivisi Hashem, or Me'oilom kivinu loch. A person has hope. Where does the hope come from? The hope of the person comes from the Torah, which a person has got in his neshama. The Torah, Yisrael v'oraisa v'kushu b'chuchadu. Goy has got nothing. Goy has garnished. Shum davar klum. A Yid has chasodim gdolim u'merubim. A Yid has rachmonos. A Yid has the Torah. A Yid has kedusha. A Yid has tara. A Yid has siyata d'shmaya. A Yid knows that it wasn't once upon a time Kabbalah Satorah 3,500 years ago. No. Kabbalah Satorah is every single day. Like we say, Ovino v'rachamon, Hamrachem rachem oleinu, v'seim belibeinu, lehoven elahaskel. We ask for Kodesh Baruch Hu, Lilmoid, or Lelamed, and we come to Shabbos Kodesh Parashat Yitro, which is Shabbos Kabbalah Satorah, and the story is good. I want to finish off the vote with the times of Rav Yashiv. The Yid came to him, and the Yid told him, Rabbi, he didn't feel good. So Rav Yashiv told him, just like people stood in Har Sinai, they stood by Har Sinai, the Mekabel on themselves, Chol Yisrael, the Mekabel on themselves, Chol Om, Roim es HaKoilos, Vesel Apidim, Nasa V'Nishma. Think that you are standing next to the beam in the shul, and think that the beam in the shul is Har Sinai, just like the people in the times of Kabbalah Satorah, they were Mekabel on themselves, Nasa V'Nishma. You also should be Mekabel on yourself, Nasa V'Nishma, Chomi should Mekabel all Torah, Mavir Memenu, all Malchus, all Derech Eretz. This person had an illness. Al Yedei Shu is Mekabel the Torah and Har Sinai. What happened to him? Al Yedei Shu is Mekabel the Torah in the beam, in the shul where he davened. His whole illness disappeared and went away. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael is a holy nation. We all joined to Avom Yitzhak Yaakov. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the Torah by Sinai. He knew that's the best generation to take the Torah, to be Mekabel of the Torah. And every day of our life, we are Zoicha to be joined to the Shechina Gdoisha. We have Kesher with Melech Marchei Amlochim. Yisrael v'oraisa v'kushu b'chuchadu. Shabbos Kodesh Parashat Yitro, Shabbos Kodesh, we have in the Parasha, Kibud Aveim, Onoichi Hashem Lekecho, Aseret Tzadibois. Kodesh Baruch Hu will help us, b'schus the Torah, b'schus the mitzvahs, b'schus chasodim gdolim u'merubim. We'll all be zorah to be healthy, well and healthy, in order, Bezat Hashem, to be Mekabel Pnei Mashiach Tzidkenu, b'mheiro v'yomeinu, Omen v'Omen.